My very own son, Jonathan C.L. Slack, is in the house. Yeah, he doesn't use that C.L., but I always use that C.L. It took all that. Okay. Jonathan C.L. Slack has a presentation. And you know, I just want to say, when I think I was 64, I got my master's degree. I took 2 classes a night for 4 years. And you know what? It's worth it. It's worth every bit of it. So I always encourage the children, stay in school, get serious, and if you need any help, I also tutor. So that was just a freebie. But I do charge. Well, you know what? Why did I go to school? And you know what? Education, it isn't free. But once you get it, then you go forth. You go forward. And then you teach that to the children. You don't work for free. See? You can't do it and you can't teach it and not do it, right? Okay. Jonathan, come on. We're going to move right along in the program. This is the time and the hour. Just thank God for him. He's been very excited about this and going over the whole speech with me. So, what can I say? God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you. Hello, my black people. Feels good to be here tonight, and I'm really happy for everyone to just be here, and everyone here that came here to support me. I really appreciate it. You know, coming from Rite Aid, thank you. You know, so the subject matter, I only got 15 minutes. I talk a lot, just like my mother. So I'm kind of nervous in the beginning, but then once I get it roll, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to put the timer so I don't go. I'm gonna go over 15 minutes, so, but I'm just not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna go 30, 45 minutes.
He's in order. Yeah. I'm gonna drag him off.
I'm just up to everybody. I'm saying that. I learned just a brief little summary of myself. I learned to love myself. Really I'm 43, about to be 44. I just really learned what it really means to love yourself just in the past 2 years. You know, all through your whole life you hear that, like, do you love yourself? Oh yeah, I love myself, you know, but the things I was doing to myself, I didn't love myself, and I didn't even know it. And that's like being aware too of what you're doing, you know, when you're doing it, you know. So, you know, just as time goes on, you get older and more mature. So, I just learned to love myself. So in loving myself, I'm putting a timer on, okay? I began to say, well, you know, I need to educate myself on the things that, anything I feel is important to me, you know, instead of just saying, oh yeah, they say this, they say that. You know how we always say what they say, right? Yeah. You know, but it's who is they, you know, we really don't have a specific answer. And being that we're in the internet age, all the information, anything that you want to know about, I mean, you can find out about. Really, I taught myself how to video edit. I shot a movie, you know what I mean, on YouTube, from YouTube. You see what I'm saying? You know, I learned about law a little bit. I had some trouble in the past. I actually was a lawyer for a short period of time, and I actually won my case. Not that that's anything good. I'm just saying that, you know, I actually learned it. You know, I just assimilated. You know what I mean? I just decided to learn. You know. So anyway, so I'm gonna get, you know, see, I'm long with it. All right. So my topic today is melanin. Right? I didn't know anything about melanin. You know, I thought melanin just made our skin the color it was. I thought that's all there was to it. I mean, you know, you do know that being that we're black people, we can stay out in the sun longer, like the basic things, you know, but just all of the intricate details of what melanin is. And this is all based on scientific research. And nothing that I'm going to say to you, I'm going to give my opinion, but I'm really going to stick to the facts, right? Everything I'm going to say to you was based on actual facts from Cambridge University, St. John University, scientists from all over the world, thousands of hours of research, you know that, right? So basically, I handed out a pamphlet. I don't know if everybody got it. I have a picture. I just wanted everybody to see that. And it has my references, some of my references, because basically I dedicate an hour. I talk to my mother, and you know, it's like I have a million things in my head, and I can never get anything done because I'm doing this, and nothing gets done. But I have a bunch of projects that started. So, you know, actually, my mother at 44 to 43, she told me, you know, just dedicate 20 minutes a day to this. If that's all you have, 15 minutes a day. So I started incorporating that, and I started realizing I get a lot done. You know, so you know, I've dedicated my time over the past 6 months to the study of melanin, and you know, these are my findings. You know, then I'll give you my opinion too. You know, but I'll try to keep it out because, you know. But anyway, all right. But these are references, so if you want to start, and the thing is with the internet, once you go to one thing, it derives to something else. So, if you go to these places, it will derive to a treasure trove of information that will just blow your mind. But okay, I'm going to get into it. Everyone around the world is concerned about melanin. Everyone. Scientists from Germany, Italy, France, they meet every 3 to 5 years and they have a melanin conference. This has been happening since the 1940s, right? We have no idea about this, right? They know the importance of melanin, okay? It's not just what makes our skin brown, right? A black scientist has never been invited to any of those meetings, So that says a lot. So I won't give my opinion on that, but what I do have to say is, it's up to us to find out about us. Everybody else, they know about themselves, and then they create history, which is a lie about themselves, and then they give it to us. So we know the lie, and they know the truth about them, and then they know the truth about us, and then 24 hours a day, research is being dedicated to melanin. So that should tell you something around the world, okay? But recently, black scientists and psychologists and biologists have gotten together, and we have our own melanin conference. Okay, and then, blacks are beginning to realize the importance of coming together to get this information out, because to the kids, to everybody, but if I knew what I know right now at like 12 years old, it's not like science, it's not like information you can't hold, basically, okay, so I'm gonna go on to the next, right? It's commonly known as a chemical key to life. Everything on this planet needs melanin to survive. Okay, everything on this planet needs melanin. Okay, the more melanin you have, the more psychic you are, and this is all based on scientific research. They realize this, what we already know. Like we know we have extra perception, and we don't even have a name for it. We just know what we feel, And then they study us and say, "Wow, they actually can sense things." You know what I mean? So the more psychic you are, the more keener perception you have, the more melanin you have, the more information your brain can store. Because melanin comes in 3 forms. Gas melanin, this entire planet is surrounded in melanin gas. The outer space, that's melanin. And we secrete it through our pineal gland. On that diagram, the pineal gland is shaped like a pine cone. It's shaped like a pyramid, but it's shaped like a pine cone. And it's in the center of your brain where the center of Egypt is, in the center of the last landmass of Africa, right? Okay, Egypt is where we're from. It was called Kemet before it was called Egypt, okay? Kemet was the name, and we're Kemites. We're from Kemet, okay? And the ancient Greeks named Egyptos. They named Kemet Egyptos, and now it's Egypt, but it's Kemet, okay? So the word chemistry, history means the study of, and chemi, that means black, that means melanin. We are black, we are melanin. Melanin is in our brain, it's all throughout our entire body. Okay, it's not just our skin. This is the manifestation of the skin. But melanin particles, the crystals, they hold the information to your entire DNA structure. You don't need to know anything else. Biology, all that, that's all the study of melanin. Okay, it's in the word. But they don't teach us that. They say, okay, chemistry. Well, what is chemistry? Chemistry is the study of black people. Okay, that's what it is. And that information is documented by them. They put it all out there. Okay, so basically, the faster your nerve transmissions are, okay, because all throughout your nervous system you have melanin particles which transmit the nervous system. So that's why we move faster in sports and this and that. But also, the melanin, the pineal gland secretes melanin, and you also have a higher mineral count. We have the highest vitamin and mineral count than any of the race. So the lab values, when you go to the doctor and then they take your blood, they're giving you the lab values based on a European chemical mineral count, okay, which is way lower than yours. Yours is up here, okay? So when yours drops down to their normal level, you say, I feel sick. And they say, well, there's nothing wrong with you here. It must be in your mind. And then you say, no, but I don't feel good. And they say, oh, then they misdiagnose you. And then they give you other medication which is acidic to your system, which then gets you sicker. And then you're on a cycle of medication and you don't know why. You know what I mean? That's what they do. And basically it's all about money, So the more melanin you have, the more color you absorb in your eyes. That's why your eyes are brown. Okay? You actually see the full color, where people with less melanin, Caucasian people, they see a paler version of the color that you see. We would know that because we see the color through our eyes. but it's been scientifically researched and documented that, that's a known fact in the scientific world, okay? The more melanin you have, the more your taste bud, the more you can taste the full flavor of food, okay? No other race can taste an apple like you can because it takes melanin to absorb the full flavor of the food, okay? Now, that's why we mix food, that's why we combine foods differently than everybody else. It's not just because we black. It's because of the melanin, okay? The melanin is what allows you to absorb the full flavor of food. I became a vegetarian at the beginning of this year. I thought it was going to be hard. It's really easy. Once I got all the salt, I don't eat salt, I don't eat any sugar. That seems hard, right? But I can taste all the vegetables and everything I eat. All I eat is raw vegetables, and I mix it. I'm black. I have melanin. I mix those foods, and it tastes delicious to me. You know what I mean? And now somebody else could eat it and say, oh, no, I don't like that. But it's because your taste buds are overly sensitized with the salt and sugar. But just like anything else, you stop smoking, your lungs are clear. You stop eating sugar and salt, you'll end up being able to taste the full flavor of food. I eat kale, I eat avocado, I eat tomato. That stuff is my mouth water. Just like when I was eating fried chicken. You know what I mean? And I get all the minerals that my body needs, so I never get full, like, oh, I'm full. No, when I eat, I'm fully satisfied, fully energized every single day. There's not a day. And I sleep every day. Your melanin, your pineal gland here in the center of your brain, it secretes melatonin at 12 midnight, okay? They found that from 9 o'clock to 12, it peaks up, and then from 12 to 5, it peaks down. Melatonin, then 5 o'clock, the sunlight comes out, then serotonin, your serious chemical to get you through the day, okay? So it's very important for people with any ailment, even if you don't have an ailment. If you let your melatonin secrete in your bloodstream, most of your ailments will be gone, okay? That is the most powerful immune system booster there is. There is no synthetic immune system booster that is going to overpowers melatonin. Okay, melatonin goes in your bloodstream and it synthesizes into melanin. Okay, all right. So the study of the melanin particle, which goes around in orbit, we call them electrons, protons, neutrons, solitons. These are melanin particles. You go in the classroom and they call it biology, but biology is just the way melanin controls the cell, and we call it the nucleus, the nucleus, or the nucleus. It radiates information. It tells the cell how to operate, how to digest. Biology is just a study of melanin. But back to the base, it's a study of black people. Okay, that's what it is. We are melanin. Okay, we're connected to the universe. We're connected to God. Okay, races are classified by their melanin content, not the quality of melanin in your skin. It doesn't mean that a light-skinned brother or sister has less melanin. Okay, it's about the melanin that's produced by your pineal gland. Okay, like I said, every living thing has to have melanin. White people have melanin, they just have a lesser amount, and their melanin is different than ours. Their melanin has sulfur in the middle, ours has selenium in the middle. Okay? There are two different types of melanin, and based on Johns Hopkins University, they could not biologically come down the same tree. Okay? And it's been proven to be physiologically impossible for a white person to evolve from a black person, and that's documented, right? So that theory of black people that moved here and then they turned white over the centuries, that's scientifically proved to not be true. So, the information is available. Basically, we all know the theories, but basically it helps you metabolize carbohydrates. It causes you, now the reason why we run faster, the reason why we move faster and we think faster, once we get into something and we're not inhibited, you notice how we excel at it, right? It's because the melanin particles in our brain, the melanin crystals, and the melanin secreted in our body helps us to assimilate to any situation. Melanin actually has an intelligence of its own. It's like we have an inner self, which we do have an inner self. Scientifically, they really try to just stay away from spirituality, but recently they had to acknowledge that basically melanin is connected to spirituality. It's not being put out largely, but it's in the medical journals. I've been reading a lot, and I found out how to research these 3 and 4 syllable words, and find out what they mean and come back to them, and then I'm finding this out. So a black person that's in a race running, and he has other people with less melanin running against him, can put the same exertion that the other person, but he's going to propel forward faster because it takes him less energy to make energy. You see what I mean? So he can use it. He has the same strength lifting weights, but he's going to push more weight because your melanin constitutes you using less energy to create more energy. You know what I mean? And that's the only one. Melanin is a polymer, meaning many. It has 2 or 3 different functions. It can be in 2 places at the same time. A perfect example is Michael Jackson, right? But we all know, we know, we've seen black people, we already know what we do, but I'm just saying everybody knows Michael Jackson. It takes your brain signals to do, he sings and he has an organized show. That's all this brain activity, a lot of brain activity going on with the songs, right? The voice control, the vocal control. At the same time, he has full body control. At the same time, simultaneously accurate, right? Because melanin, it's a polymer. It can be it's the only chemical that can be at 2 places at the same time. That's why. So, you know, melanin crystals where they got the computer chip. Okay, thank you. Melanin crystals where they got the computer chip from. Like I said, it holds a blueprint of your entire body function and information that tells you to breathe, sleep, wake up, you know, your heartbeat, your liver function, all of that. Melanin has memory, can't destroy it. It starts the foundation of any idea. It has to come from the dark place. So that's why it's important when you go to sleep at night, at 12 midnight, if you can, to have complete darkness. Because once your pineal eye senses light, it stops producing melatonin, and then that just slows down your melanin production. We still have more melanin than anyone else. We're going to get the optimal maximum. You know, I sleep with blinders on, you know, and I've since I've been learning this information, I've been getting to bed at 12 midnight, and I wake up, sometimes I only need 5 hours of sleep. I wake up at 5 or 6, and I'm fully energized the entire day, you know, and then, you know, I work at Rite Aid, you know, and I'm just constantly moving the whole day, but I have energy and, you know, I have to be on, you know, all that. So basically, hold on a second, okay, all right, gotta stop, okay. It slows down aging, puts you in a good mood. Basically, it's natural sunscreen. That's why you see everyone wants melatonin, they sell melatonin pills and all that, but they have to get it those other way. Vitamin D, we create vitamin D by just going out into the sun, you know what I mean? And we create glucose for the brain to keep us sane, to keep us from dementia by just being in the sun. So the whole thing that I want to say is that we need to change. Not change everything we're doing, but just understand, just a change in, can I just do this? The music?
Yes.
Okay, just have an understanding about what we are, and the change is being to start finding out, to start having an understanding about really who we are, because we're all those things that were mentioned, and then we're a whole lot more. You know, we're a whole lot more. So change is what I want to basically minister to you, and we're part of ministering. And you know, I just want to give you guys a little bit of melanin. Let's have a melanin moment. Change has God, then change is good. Change your life, if change is good. If change has God, then change is good. Change your life, if change is good. If change has God, then change is good. Change your life, if change is good. If change has God, then change is good. Change your life. As I reach back in time to the days of the past, it's really a trip how life moves fast, and you never really know when it's happening. By the time you look up, there's a gap. Kids get bigger and time moves on. Even though things change, it's the same old song. Got a lot of memories that I like to cut. There's so much love that I wish I clutched, but now it's gone. With blessings we hold the essence to nothing remains, but I still feel pain from lost love that I never had. Good things that hurt so bad. What a life we're given. We learn what we live in, and we're driven to do things on how we feel. But I will adjust. As I'm feeling no. I'm making it a change has God, then change is good. Change your life if change is good. If change has God, then change is good. Change your life if change is good. If change has God, then change is good. Change your life if change is good. Change has God, change is good. Change your life if looking for love in all the wrong places. Got caught up in all the wrong spaces. Time after time we receive the pain from living in vain, but never try to refrain from the things we need. Reaching out and reading, but we never take heed. So the heart does bleed, and I sacrifice my soul so my children can have life. Never thought twice for my personal strife. On the wing and the prayer, learning lessons untold. Trying to stay alive, watch the destiny unfold. Lost and all alone at my lowest point, but the point is that I made it through the federal joint. Now I'm back in this world to make it at all costs. Never looking back at the time we thought. Change has God, then change is good. Change your life if change is good. Change has God, then change is good. Change your life if change is good. If change has God, then change is good. Change your life if change is good. Change has God, then change is good. Change your life if change is good. We all got feelings in our soul that we can't control. Let the God's universe to reverse the work. You can blame them or you can look at yourself. Either way you gotta smash to get the wealth. I'm talking cold cash, a check in your pocket. I hustle every day to eat, you can't knock it. Now it's all about the summer, ain't no fly right now. We had stress, pains, and jokes to get this thing right some nights. It seemed like I couldn't make it. So much stress, I just couldn't take it. My life on hold in a world so cold. All alone in my moment when my truth was told. Never fold, I realized I had to fight for the future of my children and all that's right. Never give up on yourself, that's a lesson I learned. Even though my soul bleeds for the tables to turn. We are God's children. In Him we rely on. Make it better out there. God can change is good. One more again. We are God's children. Yes, we are. The last generation. Listen, the children have what we left them behind. Yes, God can change his life. Change your life. You want a piece of creation? Change it. There's a crazy pastor you want to be? Change your life. It's change it. Come on, let me change your life. If change.
God got children.
Change is good.
We are.
Change your life. If change is good.
Change.
Celebrate your
Make a change.
Make a change.
Make a change and
Change. Then change it. Change your life. If change
Make a change today.
then change it.
Oh yeah.
If change
Make a change today.
change
Oh yeah.
change your life. If
Make that
change
change.
is good. Change your life. If change is
Make a
good.
change. Make a change.
Thank you very much.
Make a change.
Go ahead, Pastor.
Make a change.
All right.
Make a change. Hey, make a change.
God can change is good. Change your life if change is good. Amen.
Thank you very much, everybody. Celebrate your melanin.
Hallelujah.
Proud to be black. Proud to be black.
Now you know what? He had to come all the way out here from a hobby and just show out. Change your life and you know we music people.